I love you all! Oh, okay. That's the spirit. Quagmire is wild. So after a double episode premiere last week, let's jump into episode 3 of Mushoku Tensei. Do me a solid, make sure you leave a like on this video, share, swear, subscribe, ring that bell if you haven't already, and Patreon, you can get full live reactions, also more. Let's jump into it and see what they got in store for us this week. This was some really good morning lighting. I was really enjoying myself. Roxy's like, maybe him observing me naked in the morning light isn't so bad after all if I don't have to share him as much. There might be moments where, like, slight signs feel like her. I think she's gonna mostly be like those for the rest of the story. Wasn't the last time everyone was together all happy, like we got fucking sucked up into the sky? Ah, shit. The struggles of being number 2. You are my main squeeze. I'll never- Look at everyone side-eyeing. They're like, what the fuck is going on? She got laid. That's what happened. But now I'm full of something else. Oh, I swung by, but you were clapping cheeks and I didn't want to disturb. I see. True. I could understand that. That was definitely my fault now that I think about it. Look at his face! He's like, Cliff's gonna fucking kill me, bro. I do think I fucked up a time or two, yeah. You can tell he actually respects him too, because he's actually listening to what he's saying. Oh, that was clever. Look at his detail. He went to fucking use his nub to push himself up, realized it's no longer there, and then had to correct. Clever. Beats not having a hand, huh? I mean, that has to be like a gift of a lifetime, right? Now he's just showing off. And because it has feeling, if he ever loses his manhood, I guess we can make another version of that. It has feeling. There's something insanely hilarious about thinking about the what-if scenario had Cliff not found out about Roxy in this moment. It's entirely possible he would have went all season thinking Roxy was just a teacher, maybe even a family member. Maybe they share the same name because of family. And he wouldn't have found out about wife number 2 until wife number 3 became a thing. He might have just killed him, to be honest. But it is very funny watching him scold Rudy, because not many characters scold Rudy and Rudy actually reflects on it. And like, I already know, Rudy Glazers will be like, he did nothing wrong, it's fine, the culture, blah, blah, blah. I love how even he's like, when he's like, yeah, Cliff, when you approach it like that, I probably did it very insensitive, didn't I? And I love how he specified about how, like, okay, I understand it's okay for you, big dog, but don't get too many wives. Too many, it will get too bad. And I could just tell what Rudy thought in his head in that moment. He's like, well, a third wouldn't be so bad. Now, of course, he's not thinking about Eris in this situation, because from his point of view, Eris doesn't want him. But you know damn well, there's a voice in the back of his head saying, yeah, but 3's okay, right? Shit's fucking funny, man. Because I don't know how long it will take, but a blind man can see Eris gonna be number 3. But maybe, just maybe, Cliff's words will ring through. He's like, you know what? Only so much of me to go around, and I ain't no Rentro. I know you can't have no 100 girlfriends who really, really love you. So I'll cap it out at 3. I need at least 3. You can't make me go starving here. Though I will say, talk about a gift of a lifetime, man. So it's very interesting when you listen to any sort of author, whether it's a comic writer like Robert Kirkman or any story that, you know, makes a main character lose their hand or something that's very much important. It makes writing things a lot more of a challenge, right? Now, granted, Rudy being a more magical-based caster, I think it would have been easier than someone who's surviving a zombie apocalypse who might need both hands. But it is nice that we already have a way to give him both hands back. You know a show is degenerate when as soon as he specifies that I can feel things with the fingertips, I thought to myself, well, if he ever gets, like, his nuts cut off or anything, you know, if they ever neuter Rudy, we know there's going to be the technology to replace it. Bro immediately was like, you know what? Bet if I have 2 hands again, I'm taking full advantage of that. Very, very funny development. But I mean, yeah, talk about a gift of a lifetime. And seemingly there's no issues with magic either. I wasn't sure, because when he shakes the hand, you could tell how much stronger it was. And while he definitely gave off a very visually impressive and, you know, powerful show with his magic, it doesn't give me the impression his magic's stronger because of that glove. Just that it's the exact same, which is probably all he could really hope for at the end of the day. I don't think Rudy's going to be like, shucks, I'm not stronger with a glove. No, he's just like, oh shit, that's really handy. Now I can actually cast magic with both hands. The inconvenience. Like, there's literally a scene in this episode where he goes to push himself up, like, you know, place your hand in, and he realizes he doesn't have a hand, so he has to switch. Those little details go a long way to show you the struggle. Like, he's obviously not, like, if you had to lose something, a hand or a leg, you're gonna choose a hand, right? Like, yeah, it would suck if you're a dominant hand, but at the end of the day, you're gonna be a lot more inconvenienced losing a limb when it comes to a leg versus a hand, especially if it wasn't your dominant hand, right? I mean, one might want to argue maybe losing both hands would be for the benefit of the people, given his diddle-ass nature, but you know what? Rudy's a fascinating character, man. He's a very flawed individual, and as I always say, I don't want to be friends with no Rudy. I don't want to be fucking homeboys with him, but as a character, he's a very fascinating character to follow, and I do enjoy the story. But it is still fascinating, man, because I can spend minutes upon minutes talking about how I think the Eris stuff is interesting, and yeah, man, it sucked that he ended up in such a depressing spiral because of a miscommunication. But I know damn well the same people who are like, we should hang Eris. She deserves death. She deserves to suffer. If the roles were reversed and Rudy had done that to her, they would be like, go off, King. You did nothing wrong. It was just a misunderstanding. It's on her for being emotional. Like, sure, she made a mistake, but we're following Rudy, the king of mistakes. And those same people give him a pass. Like, you gotta be consistent if you're gonna be like, everyone gets a pass, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm excited for Eris to return. I don't know how long it will take. I don't want to know how long it will take, so I'm excited for the surprise when it happens. But it will be a very interesting reunion, given the complete misunderstanding of what happened. I'm also interested how she'll feel about two other wives. Will she just be like, I've been gone for a bit? Will she be like, how dare you? I thought we were married? You know, I don't know. But I'm excited to see what they do nonetheless. I will say my favorite part of this entire episode was actually how they reintroduced everyone. It almost serves as a recap without being a recap. A lot of shows, when they come back for a new season, you know, here's all these characters, fresh reminder. But it does very much feel like just info drops and just, I don't know, it's very recap-y, just showing scenes from past seasons. Where this, we're coming back to school for after a break, and we're just showing all these characters. Hey, bro, haven't seen you for a bit. And it's like, oh shit, yeah, I remember you. Because without this, I would have forgot about most of these characters, because I did forget about most of these characters, but as soon as I saw them on screen, it all came back in. It was like Jimmy Neutron Brain Blast. I was remember everything I needed to, and it was great, and it was funny. There's a lot of fun moments. I mean, you know, being like, Master, after seeing you with all these women, I'm gonna go get me a man or two. It's like, all right, you go, guys. Or just like Roxy being like, all right, everyone, I've met most of you. My husband's in the audience. Probably a little unfair with everything going on, but it is what it is. We're gonna roll with the punches. I don't know, enjoyable episode. I'm sure many people won't enjoy this episode as much as maybe the Eris episode, just because maybe more eventful things were happening, especially with action. But I thought this was the perfect kind of Mushoku Tensei episode. It reminded me of all the characters. There was a lot of funny moments, a lot of just gentle reminders of character pairings and, you know, opinions characters might have, like Cliff. Just an enjoyable episode. Don't really have a major complaint. Still looked great. Looked like Mushoku Tensei. What more can I say? Let me know your thoughts and feelings down below. What did you think of this week's episode? What do you think of Rudy's amazing gift? And I'm not just talking about the clap in the cheeks. I'm talking about that newfound hand. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Leave a like, share, support, subscribing that bell if you haven't already. Of course, Patreon for live reactions over there and other exclusives, because you know I got to give those video shoutouts too, because my patrons I will make it all possible over here on YouTube. So today we got Marshmallow God, Shadow, Frozen, Frank Stendel, David Walker, X-Tren, CCC Studios, and we also have Lucky. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. You know, have a good one.